Hello, all, it's me. Greetings from Prague. I'm sitting here on a lovely, is it Tuesday or Wednesday? It's Wednesday afternoon, and I have just left school. I've just signed all my paperwork to end my contract. I am now officially retired after 25 years of teaching. And I just want to say what a remarkably wonderful, enriching, bizarre, infuriating, frustrating, joyful 25 years it has been. It has been one of the most incredible journeys of my life, and I am so happy that I let it happen to me. I began teaching in 1999, the December of 1999, at Parkdale High School in Riverdale, Maryland. A high school just outside of Washington, D.C., not really an affluent area. The school was not necessarily an inner city school, but it was an 85% African American school. An interesting county that 50 years ago in the 70s was an all-white agricultural county, and then during that time between 1975 and 1999, a lot of black flight out of Washington, D.C. People were able to move out of Washington, D.C., kind of moved in, and the entire demographic of the county changed. They hired me as a uncertified teacher to teach English based on my master's degree, and with the possibility of teaching drama later. And I took over a class of students at this school that were responsible for driving 3 teachers out of the classroom since September of 1999. September of 1999, after 3 weeks, their first teacher picked up her purse, her keys, walked out of the classroom, walked out of the building, and never to return. Then they had a series of substitute teachers, and then I came along. I was presented with a class of students that really wanted to learn, and students that had been allowed to really fall very, very far behind in their behavior and in all of these other attributes that we usually generally take for granted. One of the members of the senior staff basically told me, go in and make them laugh. And I did. He goes, it was so lovely to walk by your room today and hear laughter coming from there. And I want you to be Sidney Poitier in To Serve with Love. And I think I was for a long time there. I got that class under control. I became a very popular teacher. It was an incredibly supportive environment for teachers. The teachers and the senior team in American schools are very different. It's a very different system. British schools seem to have like this social caste system where there's the teachers, there's the middle, there's the department head, there's the middle management, then there's the senior leadership team. And the higher you go, the more kind of separate you become. Where in American schools, everybody's together. Everybody's in the trenches together. Everybody's in the fight together. You never saw the hallway without a member of senior staff walking by it. You never saw the hallway without someone out there talking to the students between classes, without someone helping guide them. I remember on Fridays, we and the assistant principals and every now and then the principal, we would all gather at the Riverdale Holiday Inn and have beer and Chesapeake Bay seasoning wings and Old Bay seasoning chicken wings and French fries, and we would recount our week. And we would support each other during that time. We supported them, they supported us. It was this wonderful symbiotic relationship. At my 4 years at Parkdale, as I became a certified teacher, as the county paid for my training, I got closer and closer to the students there. I was teaching English, then I was teaching a couple of drama classes by my second year. Drama-wise, we put on some of the most amazing things. I'd done the first real productions at that school in about 10 years. It began very small. I did a couple of Thornton Wilder one-acts. Then it got a little bit bigger. We did a 90-minute cut of Midsummer Night's Dream. I was working at the Maryland Renaissance Festival. We had the costumer from the Maryland Renaissance Festival lend us all the costumes for Midsummer, and we were very lucky enough to perform it in the Black Box Theater at the University of Maryland College Park, right down the road. I had an incredible relationship with the parents. We wanted to do a political theater piece that the University of Maryland had approached us about, and we wanted it to be honest. We wanted the children to be able to speak honestly about whatever they were bringing into this piece of verbatim theater. So I got on a conference call with the principal and the parents, and we talked through and we talked what was going on, and they all agreed, and it was a huge, resounding success for these students. I've never seen anything like it. Then I'm still in touch with so many of them. I'm still in touch with Katie Salimi. I'm still in touch with several of the other students from that school. In fact, one of my drama students from that school sent me an email about 5 years ago telling me how grateful she had me as a teacher, and how wonderful it was that I encouraged her to perform one of Sally Bowles' monologues from Cabaret, and that it actually changed her life. Then I went on to become the IB drama teacher and drama teacher at Washington Lee High School in Arlington, Virginia, which was the alma mater of Sandra Bullock, the alma mater of Warren Beatty, his lovely sister Shirley MacLaine, Forrest Tucker, a lot of people that became, Sandra Bullock went there, a lot of people that became very famous had gone to Washington Lee. I was stepping into a very large legacy there, and I think I did proud by that legacy. Teresa Severin, the music teacher, and I put on 3 of the most phenomenal musicals that I've ever seen, starting with How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying, starring my very, very dear friend in his late 30s now, Brendan Sokler, who's got a wonderful acting career going in New York. We did several student-directed productions a year, the best being Arcadia by Tom Stoppard, and every year the Folger Shakespeare Library did a school Shakespeare festival where each school would come in with a 30-minute cut of Shakespeare for some reason. And the entire 3 years I was at Washington Lee, our group won the Spirit of the Festival Award every year they performed, which made me a very, very proud papa. And again, still, the people that I am still in contact with them: Brendan, Sammy Walsh, Austin Leeds, Mia, Ahmed Helmley, Zach Bowman, all of these incredibly talented young people that I was so fortunate to know, and so fortunate to know their parents, and so fortunate to become friends with their parents. Then in 2007, I got a little bee in my bonnet, and I decided I'm going to go to England and teach. There was a teacher shortage in England at the time, 2007. Anybody could get a visa. I signed up with a placement company. I had a phone interview with the school in Colchester, Essex, a 600-student school in special measures. It was a garrison school. Most of the children were military families. Again, very rough school, very much like Parkdale. And I came in, and I was welcomed with open arms. Yes, did they test me? Oh my God, they tested me. Sir, do you have a rubber? Oh, you want an eraser? Here. Yeah, there's one right here. So anyway, really wonderful students there. And again, because Colchester is a small area, a small town, I became friends with not only the students, but I became friends with their parents. Anita Cleary, her son Ryan Cleary, Heidi Mussett, who is one of my acting friends. All of these wonderful people that came into my life, and when I lived those 8 years in Colchester, were there for me and supported me, and still are in contact with me. And all of the students from Alderman Blaxell School, and then when I went to the Stanway School under the same head teacher. In Colchester, I met the best head teacher I've ever worked for, a wonderful man named Jonathan Tippett. He ruled with a very, very stern authority, yet very approachable authority. He was incredibly fair. He was incredibly quiet. He had the driest wit I have ever heard in a human being. And that man really, really helped and changed me as a teacher. Then I went to become head of the department at a school in East London, a very high profile, very, very well-performing school. Again, large mixture, lots of Pakistani kids, lots of Muslim kids, lots of white children, everybody, the huge cultural melting pot that is Ilford and Barking. And again, wonderful students. Got some incredible performances out of them for GCSE and A-level. One of my students is going to be, and I can't really tell you, but he's going to be doing something very big in August, and high-profile project in August that people will hear about, but he's under an NDA, I'm under an NDA, we're all under NDAs. Then in 2017, Paul and I decided to take a leap of faith. We always did best taking leaps of faith. And I got the job here in Prague because we were deliberately looking for a job in Prague. And I started teaching at what was at that time the Prague British School. The year 11s that I took over my first year in 2017, I want to say this to them. Arturo, Alike, all of you, every single one of you, Simon, and just everybody else, the Scanlon sisters, and all the people that really, really helped me there. You guys were the best class of students I ever taught in my 25 years of teaching. I just want you to know that. And I'm very, very grateful that two of the young gentlemen who are both going to school in LA right now at USC actually wrote a film and wrote a part for me in it, which was a huge, huge honor. Again, I've made great friendships. Prague has been an incredible move for me, both teaching-wise and acting-wise. I want to thank a couple of people for that. I've had more opportunities as an actor here than I ever did in the United States. That's thanks to people like Guy Roberts, like Mike Vetney, like people like Arva at Simon Says Casting, everybody over at Stop Casting, everybody at Dos Amigos Casting. You have really, Gordon at Mad and Merry Men, you have really made me become a stronger actor, become a stronger person. So now, after 25 years, I'm taking another leap of faith. And I am going to try to live on acting. It's the last trimester of my life. It's time for me to do what I want to be doing. I will cherish the memories I've had as a teacher. I will cherish the people that I've met as a teacher. I will cherish my students. I'll cherish each and every single one of you. I hold you all dearly in my heart. And time to go. Namaste. Bye.